Hello, friends. Welcome back to our channel, or welcome if you're new here. I'm Stacey. I'm so excited for today's video because I am sharing with you my planning routine and how I plan my days, weeks, and months for both my life and business using Google Calendar and my Go Getter Girl Company physical planners. I hope you enjoy the video. Let's get started. I'm so glad you all are here. I know a bunch of you have been requesting for me to share more about my planning routine because you all know if you've been here for a while, I'm a huge planner. Planning is one of my biggest passions. It's something I've always loved to do. I love planning my life, using my planners, both digital and physical, and I'm very organized. I've just always loved planning, and this actually started out as a planner channel. If you were here, if you were an OG subscriber from the beginning when this channel was a planner channel called Stacey Loves to Plan, let me know in a comment below. But yeah, this was a planning channel because planning has always been my favorite thing to do. I just feel so much more put together when I'm able to plan things out. So I wanted to share my planning routine with you today. And a lot of you have been requesting this from me and asking me questions about how I plan to have an organized, productive work week. So the first part of this video, I am going to show you and walk you through my Google Calendar and how I plan digitally. And then after I walk you through my Google Calendar, I am going to take you and show you my physical paper planner here, my Go Getter Girl Company planner. So we are going to get started. I hope you enjoy the video. If you have any questions, leave them below and I will be happy to answer them. And make sure to subscribe if you're not already and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it and you want to see more planning videos from me. And let's jump right into my planning routine. I hope you enjoy it. All right, so this is part one of my planning routine video. So I'm going to walk you through my Google Calendar. So you should be able to see it on the screen here. I have shared my screen with you so you can see. And this is going to be a quick walkthrough of how I use Google Calendar to plan my life and my business. But if you want to see a full in-depth kind of like walkthrough or tutorial of Google Calendar, please let me know in a comment below and I will be happy to film that for you in a separate video. But just to keep today's video simple and short, I'm just going to do a quick walkthrough of how I use Google Calendar to plan my life and my business. But yeah, let me know if you want to see a more in-depth walkthrough of how to use it and set it up, and I'll be happy to film that in a separate video. So I'm going to show you how I plan in Google Calendar. So this is my monthly layout. As you can see on the screen, it looks very, very chaotic right now. But this is just the monthly overview. So if you're familiar with Google Calendar, you can get it with a free Google account. If you have Gmail, it's really easy to set up. I highly recommend it. Google Calendar has been a game changer for me pretty much since I started my business 4 years ago. I've been using Google Calendar to help plan for my business and also my personal life. And I like that it's digital because it's really easy to move things around and delete things and add things versus just like trying to move everything around on paper, especially things that aren't set in stone since my schedule changes quite a bit. It's nice to just have the digital planner to move everything around more easily and it's not as messy. This is not sponsored, by the way. I just love Google Calendar and I've been using it for years, so I wanted to show it to you guys since I literally plan in Google Calendar every single day. So this is the monthly overview. You get your month at a glance, and then if you go over here to the top right, you can actually change your view. So you can pick the day, the week, month, year, schedule, 4 days, and you can customize it to your liking. I love Google Calendar for the customization that it provides. You can just change your colors, change everything. If you're not familiar, on the left here, you get the whole month overview. So you can see the entire month. You can click on the days. And then under my calendars, this is where you're going to create your calendars. Like I said, I'm not going to show you how to do it in this video, but if you want to see it on a separate video, let me know and I'll film it. But these are the calendars that I have set up. So it's basically like different categories for different things going on in my life and my business. And everything's color coded. So you get to choose what you name your calendars for each category, and you also get to pick the colors. These are just the colors that I chose that I like, but you can do whatever colors you would like, and then they also automatically give you some holidays, um, which is nice as well. So you can keep track of those. So this is my monthly overview. We're in May right now when I'm filming this, May 2024. So this is my May monthly overview. This is what it looks like. So I'm gonna walk you through it. This is like the monthly view. I'm gonna go over here and pull up the weekly view. So this is where you could see the entire week. So it shows you from Sunday on the left, you could see to Saturday on the right. So you get your whole week at a glance under this weekly view. This is what I use the most. Because once I plan out my month, I do that at the beginning of the month. In my monthly reset, that's when I use the monthly overview. But after that, I go right into planning my weeks. And then this is where I come to do like my weekly planning and my daily planning. You can also switch the orientation to like one day. So this is like what today would look like. But I usually stick with just the weekly view the most. This is how my week looks this week. So you can see I have everything categorized and color coded for all the different areas of my life and my business. So I'm the kind of person where I like to use one calendar for my life and my business. I don't like to have separate calendars because then I kind of forget certain things. So I like to see everything just all together in one section, one calendar, just to make sure like I don't double book anything or anything like that. I like seeing everything just in one space. So then I can fully plan around the events that are going on. So you could see on the left for all of my calendars. So some of them are business related, and then the other ones are like related to my personal life. So like I said, after I do my monthly overview planning each month, I go in here to this weekly view every single week and I start planning my week. So I start adding things to each day. It's super easy to do. And this is how I lay out my weeks. And a lot of the tasks are reoccurring that I have going on every single week. So it's really nice because you can just set them to be reoccurring in Google Calendar, which is really nice. But this is how my week looks this week. Pretty busy week. I do time block and everything like that. So that's why I have these like blocks during my days. But I'm filming this on May 14th, so this is what my day looks like today. So yeah, I just literally like every week I go in here, I look at the monthly view, and then I go in here to each week, and I literally at the start of each week, usually on Sundays, I'll just plug everything in that I need to do for the week. And I go through my business tasks and my life tasks. I like to make kind of like a brain dump first of everything I need to get done that week for both my life and my business, everything that's going on. And then I kind of plug it in here in my Google Calendar for each day. And I color code it based off of which of these calendars or categories it fits under. So you can see that I have in this light green, these are all of my business related kind of like admin tasks that I need to take care of every day. So that's the light green color. Anything in this like pink is like work for one of my clients. And then I also have any client calls or other client work in this dark green color. So to color code that, just to help me distinguish everything. Then I have my like daily routine in this blue color. So I have a wake up time and my morning routine. And then I also have, I think I took it off, but I used to put my bedtime down here, but I took it off. But so I like to plan out my routine for the day. And then all of my personal life events are in this light purple color. So I have church, any like weekend tasks, any concerts, trips, any family tasks, anything that's going on in my personal life. I put in this light purple color, and then I drive Steph, my sister, you all know her. She's on this channel. I drive her to work. So I always put her work schedule in this dark purple. And then anything related to YouTube, I put in this like dark blue color. So anything related to our videos, I always put our live sprints here on the days that we're sprinting. Anything for YouTube goes in that dark blue. And then holidays I have in this yellow color. So this past weekend was Mother's Day, so I have that here. So that's kind of a general sense of all of my calendars, but you can customize these to your liking and create them for your needs. But I like to create different categories for my life and my business. Like I said, color code them, and then I literally just plug them in each week. And this is what my week looks like this week. And then each day I'll go in and plan the day and also switch to the daily orientation where you can see the whole day. So you get all the hours. And then I'll literally just go through and plan out my day accordingly for both my life and my business, to see what's going on after I kind of look at um, I'll look at the monthly and the monthly view first, and then like I said, go into the weekly, and then from there I go in and plan my day. But that is just a quick overview of how I have my Google Calendar set up. Like I said, this is the weekly orientation where you can see the entire week on one page. This is where I tend to stay the most because this is what I look at because for my business, things constantly come up like client calls, meetings, other things. So I need to constantly be able to see my week at a glance to see what is going on that week in case I need to move anything around and, plan for anything in particular. But yeah, that's just a general overview. And then any like games, shows, anything like that, I put in this light blue color at the bottom. And those are usually at night, so they're at the bottom. But yeah, so you can see I have my whole week organized by color, by task, by category. I like to keep, like I said, everything together to be able to see what's going on in my personal life and my work life so that in case anything comes up, I can plug it in without like forgetting something that I already had booked on like another calendar. I just prefer to keep everything together. But yeah, that is how I have my Google Calendar set up. It's very simple, very easy to use. It's easily accessible. I literally just keep this calendar open in my browser. I just keep this tab open, and throughout the workday, I'll go back and reference it. Anytime I need to add something, it's very easy. All you do is click on the calendar, and then you can just set it up right here as an event or a task. And then you can add the date, time, and then you can color code it with all of your categories. It's very, very simple. I'm a huge fan of Google Calendar. I'm so glad I started using this, and I highly recommend it. If you're new to planning, you want to try digital planning, or if you just have a lot going on and you need to plan for work and like your personal life, I recommend trying Google Calendar. If you already have a Google account, it's super easy to make. But even if you don't, it's super easy and it's free to make a Google account. And yeah, you can get this literally for free and use it to your liking and completely customize it. So that's how I use my Google Calendar. I check this every single day and I update it every day and every week and every month. But if you want to see an in-depth walkthrough or you have any questions, let me know in the comments below and I'll be happy to film a more in-depth video. But this is just a quick glance on how I use Google Calendar to plan out my life and my business. All right, so we finished part 1 of this video where I showed you my Google Calendar setup. So I hope that was helpful and you were able to get a glimpse of what my calendar looks like and how I use Google Calendar to effectively plan my life and my business every week, month, and day. So now I'm going to take you into part 2 of this video where I am going to walk you through how I set up my physical planner and use it on a daily basis after I've already gotten everything set up in Google Calendar. So I'm going to take you over there now, and I hope you enjoy. Hi friends, this is now part 2 of my planning routine video. I hope you enjoyed part 1 where I walked you through how I plan using Google Calendar. Now this is the second part of my planning routine. I'm going to walk you through how I plan in my physical planner. This is my Go Getter Girl Company planner that I'm currently using. This is the Linen Poppy book-bound undated planner. It's still available if you're interested. I'll link it in the description box. You all know that I'm an ambassador for this company. I absolutely love their planners. This is the one I'm using for May. I like to switch them out. It's absolutely gorgeous. Just to show you what it looks like up close, it has beautiful like gold foiling. So this is the one I'm using right now. I'm a huge physical planner person. I will never stop using physical planners, but I also love digital planning with Google Calendar, like I showed you, and also this company's digital planner, but I can't get away from physical paper planners. I love them. So now I'm going to show you how I plan in this planner on a daily basis. So I'm going to show you today's daily spread. I'm filming this in the afternoon, so I've already filled it out and I've been using it throughout the day. So I'm going to show you both what a kind of like after the pen completed spread looks like, and I'll also show you a blank page so you get an idea. But this is how I plan every single day for a work day during the week for both my life and my business. So this is today's page. I'll probably zoom in a little bit more so you guys can see it better. So this is today's page. As you can see, all right, so today's Tuesday, May 14th, and I'm filming this. So, like I said, it's already midday, so I've been using this. So these are the daily pages that I use. And I'm going to explain how I use them. So I already told you with Google Calendar that I plan my month there and my weeks in the digital Google Calendar planner. And then once I do that, every single morning, I pull up the Google Calendar or the calendar app on my iPhone, which you all have, where you see the same calendar that is on my desktop. I pull that up and then I go through the daily page and I plan out my day on paper. So this planner, I only use the daily pages. I don't use the weeks or the monthly spreads because I do that in Google Calendar, if that makes sense. I only use the daily pages. So like I said, I pull all of my information when I'm planning my day in this planner directly from my Google Calendar. So every morning I'll open up my Google Calendar app on my phone. I'll sit down with my coffee and I will plan my day in this planner based off of what I already wrote in the Google Calendar that I need to get done for the day. This is both business and my personal life. I like everything together, like I explained in part one. I like to see everything that's going on in the same planner. I know some people use separate planners, but I like to keep everything together so I don't forget anything. I like to just have it all in one place, but everybody's different. If you like to use multiple planners for different things, feel free to do what you prefer. But this is just what works best for me. And this planning routine I've been doing for a long time, and I find that it just works really, really well. I'm not saying you have to do this. You have to find the planning routine that works for you, but if you want to try out my planning routine to see if it works for you, I definitely recommend trying it. I think it works great using Google Calendar and this paper planner. So like I said, each morning I will dive in here. This would be a blank page just like this. So I'll show you how it looks blank first. So these are the daily pages. So this is my favorite planner because you get the whole page for one day. So instead of like, the weekly spread, how you just get a little box for each day, in this with the daily spreads, you literally get the entire day on one page. And this is exactly what I need during the work week. I need a whole page for a day because I have a lot going on. So I need the space. So this is my absolute favorite way of planning. I love these planners so much. I have so many videos about them. I'm an ambassador. I love this company. If you want to check them out, I'll link everything down below. And you can use my ambassador link to get an additional discount. But yeah, so this is how a blank daily page looks. So you get your today's section, you get a gratitude section, you get a box where you can put like a quote if you want. You have your hourly layout for your schedule that you can write in. It goes from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m., which I love. Then you get a work to do checklist section, personal to do, focusing on me, habit tracker, and intentions. So that is what the daily page looks like up close. So this is what I fill out every single day. So that's what it looks like blank. And then moving back to today, this is my after the pen spread. It's not completely done because, like I said, I'm filming this like in mid-afternoon. So this is what my day looks like so far. So like I said, every morning, my planning routine, I get up, make my coffee, and then once my week and my month are all planned out in Google Calendar, I pull up my calendar app, and then I literally plan out my day in this daily page according to what I wrote in Google Calendar. So I'll walk you through how I did that. So starting at the top, I put the date. I put what I'm focusing on. Today is a client heavy day for me, which Tuesdays usually are. I have certain days where I like to do my client work. So Tuesday is a client heavy day, so I put clients. is the focus. And then I put my gratitude section, what I'm grateful for as part of my morning routine. Then I plan out my day. So I put my entire kind of like daily schedule, if you will. Sometimes I'll highlight things. Today I just kept it blank. I'm more of just like a paper and pen girl now. I used to decorate my planner a lot. Now I really don't. I just keep it simple. But I'll plan out my schedule for the day. So I will write everything that needs to get done and kind of time block it and give myself, like, put it into the hours that I need to get things done, just like I do in my Google Calendar in advance. So I'll go through my Google Calendar and literally transfer that information from my Google Calendar for the day to here and literally just write it out in the planner. And then that way, during the day, I can just check everything off here. Sometimes I'll still reference my Google Calendar throughout the day, but for the most part, I just kind of check everything off here during the day. I always keep my planner with me on my desk. So I write down my entire schedule for the day, any meetings. I'll write out what hour I'm doing each tasks. I always put lunch on there for my lunch break, and then I do dinner, and then anything after dinner. So I just plan out my whole day hourly and time block to make sure I get everything done in the time that I need to. And then I also look at my Google Calendar each morning and I make just a giant to-do list here. These do have headers like I showed you. This one says work to do and this one says personal to do. And you can actually cover these with stickers and like rename them if you want to. I kind of use them as intended, depending on how busy my day is. So I go through my Google Calendar, I reference that on my phone, and I literally fill out all of my to-dos for the day. I think about everything that needs to be done for both my life and my business that has to be done today, so I can be productive and get all the things done. And then anything that doesn't get done, I just move over to the next day, and then I can just easily flip to the next page and then just kind of like transfer it over. So I use the top for my work to-dos, just like the header says. And then if I fill this up and I have more, I'll just bring it down here. But I try to separate my work and my personal to-dos. So you can see here, I have my work tasks. These are the client tasks that I need to get done today. And then here I have more kind of like YouTube and personal life tasks. I always put chores down here, just like other things, you know, in my personal life that I need to get done that day after work. So I always put my work to-dos first because those are my priorities. And then I put my personal to-dos here. And then I literally just check everything off throughout the day. I always go back to this planner all day long. I constantly have it by my side at my desk. I'll keep it closed or I'll open it. And then I will literally look at this all day, make sure I'm on track. And you can also check things off under the hours because there's these little bullet points. So you can like treat it as a to-do list as well and check everything off. So I plan out my whole day here, time block everything, just like my Google Calendar. And then I add all of my to-dos here. And then under the focusing on me section, you can use it for whatever you want. I like to put my workouts that I did that day, just so I can look back and see like how many days did I work out that week, because I like to track that. So today I did a 30-minute cardio workout, so I just kind of put that there. And then there's an intention section here, and I like to just put something like that I want to remind myself of for that day. So I just put be grateful. And there is a habit tracker, but I don't really use that. So this is kind of how I set up my daily page, if you will. Like I said, I literally just take everything, all of the information that I planned from Google Calendar, I just literally transfer it over to this daily page. I do this every day during the work week. I don't do this on weekends because I don't work on the weekends. So my weekends are pretty like laid back. So I don't need to do this. But for every single day of the week, like the work week, the 5 days, Monday through Friday, I will do this. I'll just put everything in my Google Calendar and then plug it in over here each day. And this is what I do each morning. I fill this out each morning. And then, like I said, throughout the day, I just take my pen and then I check everything off. And I can see at the end of the day how much I got done and stay on track and get everything done that I need to. And I won't forget to do anything because it's literally all laid out right here for me. And then if there's anything that I didn't get done that I don't check off, I can literally just carry over to tomorrow. But yeah, I always fill this out in the morning in my Google Calendar. And then at the end of the workday, After everything's done, I'll go through and check everything off and like see what I didn't get done. And then I'll also go in and update my Google Calendar again. But I do check this a few times a day as I'm working to make sure I don't forget to do anything. And then I'll check my Google Calendar usually in the morning and at night and update it if needed. But yeah, my planning routine is very simple, but that is literally what I do. So yeah, first I plug everything into Google Calendar, and then once it's plugged in there, I'll just bring it here every day to my Go-Getter Girl Company planner, and then plan out my daily spreads from there to make my to-do list for the day and time block and get everything done that I need to. And this routine has been working so well for me. It's not too difficult. I'm only using one paper planner at a time and the Google Calendar planner, so I'm not overwhelmed with like a huge stack of planners. Like everything's in one place. It's seamless. It's easy. I can see everything I need to get done. I can keep it all neat and organized, and yeah, have a productive work week and get everything done and not forget about anything. And then I can always plug things in that I need to. But that is my planning routine and how I plan my days, weeks, and months for my life and business using Google Calendar and my Go-Getter Girl Company planner. I hope you enjoyed seeing this and it was helpful to you. Let me know in a comment below if you have any questions, if you want to see more planning videos, because I love planning videos so much. Since planning is a huge part of my life, I'd be happy to do more planning content for you. But this planner is still available if you want to check it out. I highly recommend it. I'll put the link in the description box, and make sure to check out Google Calendar as well. And let me know in a comment below, what does your planning routine look like? Do you use a physical planner, a digital planner? When do you plan your days, weeks, and months? I would love to know. So leave a comment below. Let me know what your planning routine is if you have any questions, and I would love to know how you plan. But that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Please give it a thumbs up to like it if you enjoyed it. Subscribe down below if you haven't yet. Thank you so much for your support, and I will see you in our next video very soon. Bye, friends.